Hello, chat. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you beautiful people are feeling beautiful. Yep, I know your shirt is shit looking beautiful. We're keeping it kind of chill today, because I have cramps that's beating my ass, and most of it's deep fun. I want to play more Metaphor, so here we are. Yeah. Just get my hoodie zipped up because it is a little chilly in here. Steam. The game. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm not going to yap very much today because I'm, again, kind of out of it. But 'tis what it is. So when we last left off, we got a new party member. And I like her quite a lot. We teleported with her, and now we're looking for someone to decipher the curse code. You're in for a ride once you start getting closer where I am in game, because man, so much has just happened for me in the last half hour. Oh boy. I'm excited. Juna, I'm gonna train you in Thief as well.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right. I'm counting on. Of course.
I want you to take shit. I want you to break shit. If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin. As a benchmark, I'm at 913. Gotcha.
Let's go.
Soul of the Thief. Perhaps I should steal your heart as well. I kid, but don't leave it lying around all the same. I love that. I love her.
I knew I could do it.
Not gonna change to it though, just yet.
I see.
I'm gonna teach Hulkenberg Warrior as well. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can't get it boosted on Stroll, rather.
Let's go.
Rella is inside the church. Let's go.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Something like
Right.
that.
Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister.
Had a feeling.
Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing.
Me too, girl.
Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Networking. Fuck social climbing. I just want to be me. Damn it.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know
Stole
it's
it.
asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget.
Yeah. Bleh.
Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell,
My throat feels all funky.
popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As his royal guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
You mean Louise?
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Reasonably so.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I
God.
suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
God, I love them.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade.
Oh God. That was in a funky spot in the throat.
The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
Interesting.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide.
Push my hair back
Sounds
a little
just
better.
like
There
him.
we go.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What? Then...
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
That's a very good what line.
What?
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
You got it.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
As it stands right now, yes. We need to kill Luis.
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
Who the fuck is texting me? If it's this goddamn number sending me politics shit again, I'm going to shit blood. Oh, no, it's a different thing. Okay. That pick up? What the fuck? Do you mind, plane?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Damn.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
We can get on his level.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what.
Both in terms of popularity and power.
The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
We're in it, homegirl. If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Louise catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people?
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Yep.
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Smoking Nick and sucking dick.
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory.
Big fan of levitatory.
Then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process.
What do you mean by that? By crunched up,
I was
my man?
Still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure.
I relate.
You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, And the way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies.
Correct.
It'll take time, no doubt. But I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my...
So?
Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now.
What now?
I know who I'm swapping out. I can safely swap out Hulkenberg and Stroll. Because they have background EXP. Heisme, though, not so. I think I will put Hulkenberg on the back burner for the moment. At the very least, until I can, like... I'm way too amused by that. I think I'll actually take Stroll out and put Hulkenberg in instead. Just in the interest of, like, you know. There are 5 beds, we've got 5 party members. Esme sleeps on the roof, so I think we probably get like one more. Do this on the road anytime. Okay. Yep. Yeah, let's just fucking tuck in, I guess. Small bed, doesn't look very comfortable, actually. Wait, can I shit and shower first?
Well then.
Yes, I can. That's a free 100 XP, baby.
Got it. Alright.
Do I get the luck chance? Not likely.
Right. Sure.
Good
Good night.
Rest well. Finding it hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess. What are you reading? Of course. Yep, here it is.
Oh, good. We're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't.
Something on your mind?
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
Should probably have Juno return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too, just to be safe. Give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised.
Girl, I'm trying to
I
read
was
here.
fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am.
Fatigue sneaks up on
And
you like that.
personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. Well, have you know, I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
Here you go.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts, no matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless, just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form, it's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely.
All the time.
But you should always have the freedom to.
Yes.
If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs, no matter what happens.
Juno and I talked into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, The 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified.
We just barely eked into the top 20, didn't we?
I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Kiddo!
He just brushes over Luis as fast as possible.
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
And that's what you think.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man. Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
We made it, gang.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
Just a real, well, that guy sucked.
So it really was all talk. A disgrace to the Rousson, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star
Good
by
for
the
her.
name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And I say she's based for that.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to
Hi,
hire a little
Jacka.
extra security every
How's
day.
you?
Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well,
I'd give her a
Further
chance.
Island.
I mean, same.
A pagan island, but they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Oh, God.
And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
This is not where he wasn't. But you know what? I'm doing my best. That's okay.
I haven't seen Juna this morning.
Thumbs
either.
up.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is...
Suck some dick.
offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
Let me guess. Ford.
To tell us more,
Oh.
please welcome to the stage our guide, Our
Hello.
songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
I love this outfit, and I love that hair.
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altabury Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario.
We're going to Canada.
You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools.
I'm just imagining this Mistari being like, dude,
It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery.
what the hell?
Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of sanctism, Altabury Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Oh, she puts on a good act.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altabury will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic.
He's gonna be like, glad to be part of the Scooby Gang. Gotta go make a speech about purging the non-believers real quick, and then I'm good to go solve mysteries. Truly.
To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
Let's kill some Sanctus. I can't stop winning.
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder.
That could raise you a bit in that girl, truly. Also, yeah, this challenge is fucked up.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
Our instructions are, be the British Museum.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Truly, yeah.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him.
Hi, Del.
Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you.
I love his shy little hands.
And you
They
lot
went to
too,
his
I suppose.
pockets.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to
How
blacklist
sinister
you.
Luis's lighting
Just
is
the
in this
kind of
room.
shite you'd expect
Agreed.
from those Sanctus
It's so good.
stooges.
Like, his lines are so crisp and defined. No, so nefariously looks like he's from a different game. Yeah.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply
God.
give up an idol on par
Yeah.
with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force.
The shadows over his eyes. Like, goddamn.
The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
Damn, bitch. Alright.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to
You
obtain
got
a
it,
certain
boss.
divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Draco Dios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Dracodios, my favorite monster hunter monster.
Suffice
Dude
to say,
sticks
the
glue
lore
on the ground,
behind
makes
this
a blow
particular
up.
relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
They're absolutely
So,
onto
my lord,
us.
where can we find this fancy lance?
Where can we find this lancy fence? This
Find your
fancy
clues
ants.
elsewhere. You have nothing further
This
from me.
a-
Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Well, we're back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodios.
right.
Guess we've got no choice to go somewhere else and try and gather more information. Let's go. Do we talk to the informant, I assume? Wonderful.
All right then.
Or probably Mustari, more likely than not.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
You're... If you pledge your support for Jin, then you too could... Oh, a candidate. And not only that, but the elder on everyone's lips. Have you come to impede my campaign?
No.
Earning the support I need is all that matters. What reason do I have to flatter a rival? What an obnoxious toad. What's the world coming to if a scuzzbucket like him can be a notable candidate? More like more starry? True. What about more starry? Rather, good question.
Well met, eh?
All right then.
Twill not let me fast travel.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Hey, before we go anywhere else, why not try to get more information around here? Ugh, I guess.
Oh, fine.
All those able-bodied candidates gathering here for the exhibition of the brave. This is the best. Can't wait to see them showcasing their skills in the Colosseum. Those perfectly chiseled muscles straining against brutal beasts. Sure, yeah. But we've got to go eat beforehand, remember? So let's just tone it down for now. Helpful. Hey, have you heard the songster Juna sing before? People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her, you'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine, no sir.
Wonderful.
Don't call me a sir.
So foolish, it arouses great pity.
You're that elder. You've got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a sanctuary executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous elder. It is not just your filth. Lately there have been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. You tainted barbaric tribe shall be punished by His Eminence Forden and by God.
Hey there.
Wow. Did you hear what he said through all that crap, though, about there being pagans nearby? Huh. At least we got something out of his diatribe other than a headache. Wonder if one of them's still around. Let's search.
What's it all got to do with us, anyway?
Say there.
That's terribly unfair.
Did you hear that speech of Milo's? Jesus fucking Christ. Wanna drop kick that fucker? Me too. Beauty is all, he said, among other such nonsense. How disgraceful. Of course there's more to the world than beauty. When did this country become so full of fools?
That's enough now.
You're the fool here, day in, day out. All I hear is whinging about Milo. There's really nothing to be jealous of, you know. I'm yours. Girl, did you listen?
Lovely.
Wonderful.
You are?
Divine Lance, was it? That's some pagan crap, ain't it? Go ask one of them. Not a Clamar like me, eh?
Then...
Have you seen any Mustari around here, then? Someone who seems like they might know more about it? Told us I don't know anything, didn't I? Find a crowd and you can bet there'll be a Mustari or two there. And bugger off. Think they might avoid crowds of people, if I'm being honest, but maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something.
Well met, eh? Oi there!
You there. Oh, you from the, thing about the king, right? Yikes, he reeks of alcohol. I don't really want to ask him anything, but we might as well since we're here. So do you happen to know anything about a Divine Lance or any Mustari?
Oh, really?
Divine Lance? Divine Lance? Mustari, the one with the masks. I saw someone eating in the tavern with a mask. Don't even take off their masks when they eat. I don't know how they do it. Oh wait, maybe they do take their masks off actually. Well, at least now you know Mustari was sighted at tavern, I think. Oops.
Oi there!
Da, 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 da.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
Are you telling me this turn is sis?
Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. Ever heard of a Divine Lance? Divine Lance? Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait, someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance? Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. Must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so...
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredible.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
You're Mustari, right? Are you the one they were talking about in the tavern? Trying to learn anything we can about the Divine Lands. Maybe you can fill us in?
You see.
Seek your answers from the chief, not me. He's set to return to the island via ship any moment now. He'll be wearing a mask and carrying a staff, both passed down for generations.
Then...
If that's the case, we better hurry to the Merchant's Bazaar and search for a person in a mask.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Oh.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
Oi.
Right then.
Oi. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
Is it you? Saw the village chief a month ago. Heard he was participating in the tournament, but he appeared genuinely upset. Wonder if everything's alright.
Did you hear?
Don't think it's this guy, though. I don't know something about the lands. Keep searching in the Merchant's Bazaar.
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's minions myself. Wonderful.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Young man! Young man!
Young man! Young man!
Now what am I to do? Well,
Is he...
okay.
Hey, that was right over there.
I
Kill
can't believe
every
this.
last one of them.
He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
I thought for a second he said clown theocracy.
I can't believe this.
I'm gonna run
He
that
would
back.
have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
I'm a sleepy broad, chat.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're
Can't
aware,
blame a bitch
pagans
for
aren't
getting
the
that
only ones
bag.
oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you...
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it.
What's wrong?
Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
I'm excited to see that.
An
Like up
island
close.
across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mistari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni.
Edeni.
Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
What do you mean?
No ship would carry you there, among the first of many reasons. Even so, it's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart,
I have to go drop off my ballot, but I also want a game. Obviously, ballot takes priority. Game has just been heating up for me. I got you. I got you. Go vote. Hey, I don't really get political on this stream. Speaking of, that's another thing I want to talk about. Go fucking vote, chat. If you haven't, go do that shit ASAP. Do your civic duty. Prevent this fascist tyrant cunt who is currently in the running from getting into office. I don't think anyone wants to see that. And I'm sorry for getting a little real here, but like, kind of important. And by kind of, I mean a lot important. The age of a new king draws near. Make sure it isn't stupid Luis. Exactly. On a similar note,
Well,
y'all hear about that
sounds like
shit
Draco
Twitch
Diaz
is
on Verga
doing,
Island somewhere.
where they're trying to make it so that if you talk about LGBTQ topics on your stream, it has to be marked as like the same content restrictions as talking about violent crime and war and like hate crimes and hate speech and shit like that. You can vote against that too. I saw. Did you put your thing in to try and like get it repealed? Yeah, it's awful. It's kind of it's the kind of important that determines whether or not I flee the country. Girl, same. I'm thinking like somewhere in Scandinavia, ideally. Because like they have a really happy like national happiness, a really high national happiness.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words remind
Last election we renewed our English passports. I'm going to do that soon as well, probably.
Tensions. The only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Ontario.
I also, well, I want to get my name changed soon is the thing. And then I'll get my passport changed once I get that done.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Hi, Nearest.
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
I love him so much.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
You can come crash with us in jolly old England. What ho? Just work on your accent first. I mean, I feel like me voicing in this game, or not voicing in, but like doing voices for the streams of this game is probably helping a bit.
You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
Everyone there talks like Nearest? Gotcha.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
I'm sure not.
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
There's a joke somewhere here about flexible jointage. It's when I roll up to the smoke sesh, but I'm not sure if I actually feel like smoking.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmyland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Ontario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
I still love this Highest Sprite so much. It's so fucking cute.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
I've also got a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather. We're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Lots of good Neuricisms this section of the game. Big fan of her amphibials. Not me putting on what I'm made of while this redacted boss whooped my ass. Hell yeah. Make preparations and sail away.
Ready to depart?
Oh, time to weigh anchor already. You're not forgetting anything, are you? Wee ball. I just got a hold of a chart with the route. We're all set for our trip to Virga Island. Now then, let's set sail for new lands. I see many possible
Virga
places.
Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
There's probably a dungeon there, and there, maybe up here, definitely there, probably there. This
Oh!
region's currents are right pain, Miguel. Miguel. We must go around and across them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? I hope Stroll can handle it. Juna and her 2 thorns in our side, tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good. Rest assured, I'll get us through these waves to Virga Island gently as can be. Miguel and 2 Leos. That one took me a second. 2 Leos and a Miguel.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the
Mighty and
master of the
powerful
helm
gods.
there.
We should watch that. It's been a while for
Virga
me.
Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
My guess is they don't have the manpower, but they do have the
There's
distance.
something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
What is it they've got? Free healthcare.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island on a gauntlet runner too!
Is he all right? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But
We're
Virga
zipping about.
Island's infamous people, treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
I bet it'll be funny.
Nira speaking.
Nearest's voice is echoing out of the runner phone. Highsmay's got his fishing gear laid out on the deck if you're keen on learning. Ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard though, so be careful. Ha! Having Juno and those brothers around has certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier.
Well met.
Having a perfect moment, just think I have to honor some battle strategies over my game board. Abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Wisdom up.
Well then.
Let me check my virtues. I need to bump my courage. Books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Top Secret Poetry, Do Not Read. Something tells me this is Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. Gain more courage, okay. Yep. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? The difference between moonlight and starlight, the difference between me and you, the difference between love and romance. Inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me to cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing Juna's raw creative passion has increased my courage.
Alright.
+5? Holy shit. Still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
I love her doing her little stretches. We'll arrive 3 days from now. We're being watched, so be careful with what you say. these all improve imagination, right? Yeah. Don't think I need imagination right now.
Got it.
If you think I'm gonna take my eyes off you just because it's past sundown, think again. You want to try something? Go ahead. See what happens. Count Louise won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear? I admit, I was half thinking the stinky little gauntlet runner was going to sink any second, but it did a decent job running today. Out of all the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I'd have set one foot on it without Lady Juna being here. You know what? That's fair. I haven't even unlocked bonds with Juna yet, huh?
Oh my.
Oh, if it isn't Cat Girl. I'm so bored and I'm just not in the mood to sing. Sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Louise will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed. Do it with you.
But...
Oh, of course, but don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. Just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Oh god. Living under Louise's foot was a lonely place to be, you know? Dear God. I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. Had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
All right.
Is that +6? Jesus. Staying the plate is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer? I love her. I am truly fully endeared by all of our party members.
The new king draws nearer.
Fucking got +7 on one of these last night. Oh my god. Ugh, the muckiness is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage. Girl, me too.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I find that the sweat built up by a swinging weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that. In fact. But tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. Kinda bonkers, truly. Say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it'll really be like. I bet it'll be nice. Do I have food I can make? Hi, Baz. You got a pretty good kitchen here. Not as nice as Louise's, but I'm sure I could get a halfway decent meal going. There are newts about no potential recipes. Yeah, let's do it. So we get the free cooking. Steadfast stew, precision fermented ribs. Let's do... I can probably do both. Yeah. Let's do the ribs first. There's actually an infographic on where to get virtues and what you need them to unlock. I'd have to redact some stuff from it, but I can send it over later. That would be appreciated. Only Hulkenberg knows how to cook that. I'll go call her. As one so obviously fond of good food, perhaps it is also obvious that I find cooking to be time well spent. Still, you can cook for hours only to have a meal devoured in moments. That is the flaw in such efforts, I suppose. Hold a moment. Could we not simply add more of each ingredient and thereby create more of the finished product? Imagine it. Reducing preparation time and increasing efficiency in a single blow. Why, I dare say I'm on the cusp of a grand discovery. Maxing out the proportions. All is set, and now we need only apply ourselves. What say you? Does it not already look appetizing? The squelch of the raw meat. To cook a meal through is fundamental, but we mustn't this time. Here, flavor is achieved by deviating from basic knowledge. Wow, this dish used a ton of ingredients, but it turned out amazing. Right. Precision fermented ribs is complete. How wonderful. 'Tis fit to eat till the stomach is fit to burst. No time passes. Oh baby. I'm gonna read Juna's book again. Something about the words "do not read" are written on the cover. I'm in the middle of reading it. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. A whole section has been struck by 2 thick lines, a few words scribbled next to it. My very soul screams. Is this her handwriting? Flipping to the next page reveals a swarm of characters and symbols I've never seen before. Is this a language only Juna herself knows?
Now then.
Ooh, baby.
Courage.
Why, that cowardly dog. There's still more? Oh my god.
Come look at this.
Hold on.
Come. Come.
Oh, you lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Incredible!
Wow, the sea's been split in two and we're standing on the seafloor. This is what magna anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Briarhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely. Dell, are you sure about all this? The water ain't about to come down on us, is it? Can't swim. Listen, mate, you best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish. Huh? Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I could secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to warn off predators. So weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Must you sling bombs at every opportunity? 'Tis exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish. I shall catch enough that we should all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
I see. If that is the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret. I assure you. Dell, you whore, you live on a giant airship with like 3,000 armed guards. Exactly.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out. More wisdom, baby.
Here.
And here you go, lass. Drawing of the seawall. Made sure the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Jacking off. Straight up jorking it.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
Let's do it better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Stroll's is fucking dead.
Something? Back in a mo. I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares.
Ugh.
They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujif is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
About tomorrow's supper.
You're a terrible liar, you know that.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him?
I would much rather you be gay with me, actually.
Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Pew.
Ah! Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
What's happening?
Our prep.
Head to the deck once you're prepared.
Let's not.
Prefer not to die on the toilet.
This is no good.
The entire runner is going to be taking a bath if we don't do something quick. Love this game. Oh, animated.
What is that thing?
The hell are you doing? This is supposed to be you helping those in need, or Del!
Now, hurry!
God, I love paths.
You alright, Del? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Is that a human?
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it. Yeah! Come on over here!
Now's our chance!
That shot right there is so fucking pretty. Goddamn. I love how this game looks.
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
I see. Okay.
Face me!
Face me! Ready to win? Okay.
I'll show you. Let's
You don't
go.
block it, at the very least.
Fire!
Alright, weak to fire. Nope.
I'll show you. Raging fire!
Ice come! Pierce through them!
Oh, right!
Nice. Good crit.
Maelstrom!
Mails!
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
Clean.
Vitus power.
Maybe to ice, maybe?
Don't watch me! Burn!
For all that we strive for! Shatter!
Let us face me!
Are you weak to... Well, I'll just throw out another Cyclone because it's big damage.
Come forth, royal soul.
Lightning, maybe?
You hit their
Weakness,
I'll give
weakness to
you
lightning.
extra
Ooh,
credit,
baby.
Captain. Raging
Got it.
fire!
Oh, power of heroes!
You magic seeker!
I will. Lightning.
I've got you. I'll show you. Burn!
I just heard a red-tailed hawk outside. That's neat. Smile. Uh-oh.
Someone heal her!
This is...
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Are you alright?
Thanks.
Heisman's
They
been
dare
sickened.
sicken me?
Cover him. He can't fight his full power like that.
Maelstrom!
Juna got hit
So
with a
come
malady.
forth, royal
Her
soul.
abilities are way down. You hit their weakness. I smash. That's our opening, Captain.
It's basically fine.
Pugilist! I'll run you through!
Easy.
Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
Let's put it into magic.
I shall rise to the...
Power can be so intoxicating.
Why is her strength so low? Goddamn.
We overcame it somehow.
Pretty easily
I
at
can't
that.
believe this. There are still monsters out here. Forden lied. He lied to everybody.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Or he's making the humans, maybe.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans.
And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
I really do hope that one or both of them joins us permanently.
Of course, my lady.
I really like Baz.
You too, Fidelio.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water. You two, help us.
What? You can't just order us. Oh, this bloody rust buckets.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That was a long day yesterday, huh? Glad that we lived to see another morning. I'm very happy that we survived and are still afloat. But after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you, my dear girl, is well and safe. We must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean. Arrive at the island tomorrow. Managed to defeat the monster. So why not thank everyone for their efforts? In times like this, people tend to open up more.
Right. Got it.
Hey, Bounce. Sam, you really fixed that hole in the runner. Thought we were sunk there for sure. God, how long have you been there for? Well, whatever. Good thing we managed to pull things off yesterday, eh? Celia doesn't seem as defensive as usual. Now might be a good time to finish it. Oh, I'll do that shortly, actually. Because I can cook for free. Hulkenberg. Everything I cook is with Hulkenberg. I must say I'm impressed with this kitchen. Certainly a stark difference from when I travelled alone. At the time, a dish's flexibility outweighed its flavor profile, but even with so few ingredients, the best meals were the ones most thought through. In fact, I fear that with such amenities I shall grow soft. There is no greater dishonor than those who so easily cast aside necessity for convenience. So be it. We shall dine as road-weary travellers, using only the barest essentials, but rest assured it will taste like no such thing.
Ah, goodness.
Only the finest cookery here, I see. Well, let us only use what we must.
Unnecessary.
The fire does not wane. Ah, but nature is not to be so underestimated. We shall cook it through in one go. It's a finely honed dish. Yippee. Anyway, hi Basilio.
Then
Talk with me. Even though I'm here to keep you in line, eh? Sure. Sure. Let's go topside. Be pain of Delso.
Sam?
Got nothing to say to you. Del says I'm to keep my trap shut around you unless I got something worth talking about. Oh, well, actually, there is one thing. Thanks for saving my brother. Couldn't let that go unsaid. Still, it's a real miracle. This is some weird ship.
What the?
Why the hell is it so small? Keeps shaking and creaking like it's about to fall apart. The bigger craft he could have just rammed into the sea beast head on, eh?
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, are we even going to make it to Verga Island? Feel anxious?
Huh?
What? No chance, mate. Lord Luis's runner is nothing like this one. Even when it's flying, it's smooth as you like. I can flop down on the beds and sprawl out easy. Not so much on this ship. Heard stories from some sailor lads. These seas are connected to hell, they say. Sounded like superstitious talk to me, but there was that monster yesterday in that wave. See those white crest waves out in the distance, but that means the ocean current's got to be swirling up a storm out there, yeah? It's a portal to hell, got to be. That means monsters are probably crawling out there even now. I'd give any man the shivers. Ugh, should have done more swimming practice. Del warned me, and he's always right about this sort of thing. You really trust him?
Yeah.
Well, Del's the boss here. You keep your mouth shut about me being scared of the ocean, got it?
Yeah.
This ain't a bribe to shut you up or anything, but here. Take it if you like. It's a Parabus charm. People say it's a good thing to have on you. Everyone from my hometown could tell you that. Well, this one's only a novelty shop knockoff, of course. Used to have a real one, but I lost track of it after some fight. Del gave it to me when I was younger. It was smaller than that one. I still remember how happy I was to get it. Crap, I run my mouth. Are we making camp soon?
Hey!
Not one word of this to Del. Not about the charm and not about me. You step out of line and I'm going straight to Lord Luis. I fucking love him so much.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the Gauntlet Runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
What to pick? So our arrival's tomorrow. We're finally done spending our nights at sea. At the very least for a little bit, yeah. We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, yeah? Say you want to be useful to Count Luis, then you better put in the work. And remember, we'll be watching. I do love that Baz just hangs out in the kitchen. I'm normal about him. Let's see. Let's finish reading Juna's art journal. Clusters of cryptic phrases, hand-drawn illustrations span the pages. On one side, the world, on the other, a heart. In between, a song connects them. Seems she tried drawing this one. Next is a depiction of an enormous woman embracing the entire world, smiling. Is this supposed to represent something? Well... I feel like...
Alright.
Fiverr. That I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
We almost have 5 courage. My god.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Just adjusting a little bit.
Luis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them.
I'm gonna check Discord real fast. I am being pinged many times, and I do not know as to why.
Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
Oh-ho!
And so our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we'd best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there'll be real inns for us to stay in. That's a little reductive.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Virga Island. Virga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict. As though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
I'll need some reassurance for getting through this.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my ear fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lad?
Ideally, we'd blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dump me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
True.
Whoa!
Ooh.
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt
Hold
off me.
on.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the Dragon God.
Is something amiss?
Oh my god, we're a Fire Emblem Lord.
Thanks.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Well, that was to be expected.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not?
He had to steal Dracodios, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Thanks, Esme.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neros.
Likely.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Isn't our face on the rock?
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Baz?
Well, fancy meeting
you. Hello. What did you do this time?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters to Verga Island, so I naturally had to follow.
On what?
I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
I see.
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Oh, he's very pretty.
Master Adeni. There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
There it is.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way.
I am perhaps a little undercaffeinated.
Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear.
Ooh. Oh, she's also very pretty.
I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope.
Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lance.
Smash cut to them
I did a bit
being
of
thrown in the
reading
cell
on
with
Virga
us.
Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited, and one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Everyone wakes up at once.
Thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at...
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Let's just leave him here.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Haha, yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the land somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Count on it.
Cheeky one, aren't you? Just don't get yourself killed, pup. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose.
Normal about when they call me pup, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm cat girl, as established, but like...
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance.
Deserted.
Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister. He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted...
Deserted.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
I misread Fury as furry at first. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why, but I did.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror. We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough.
Remember, chat, the name of the game is Metaphor.
We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Excuse me.
Please, help my sister.
What happened?
Wait,
Start yapping.
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damn place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me. Because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance.
I don't believe you.
Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
You're in a room.
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
Feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lads, and such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you for. Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual?
I was mashing you a little bit. I'm
Are we
sorry.
bringing her back?
I'm an EP Broad tonight.
Please, bring her home.
I might end stream
When we
as
left
soon
the
as I get to
Temple
a save
Island,
point.
I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear
Just
or
goddamn
hesitation
so
in her
EP.
eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave
Good
it
shit.
to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
No objections at all.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
They're not like us.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
I see.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Brilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the Lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the Lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the Lance.
According to Edeni, the Lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got two problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
It's a strange irony. We came only for the Lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Truly.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wonder what kind of place the Dragon Temple is. Stock up on what we need on the island first. Can you ready the Gauntlet Runners on the eastern beach of the island? Let's stock up and shit. And then I will hop off for the evening. 'Cause my energy is just fucking wiped right now.
Hey, mister! Whoa, it's
Okay. I need to up my wisdom to shop.
Now then.
What are you on about?
Hey, mister.
All right then.
What a thrill. With I love the way those doors open. That's a nice little touch. I like that.
What have we got here?
Also, one of our traders who ventures beyond this land received word from a Lycaon Magic Association. We're here to sell you our gear at a discount, evidently. That's really good. What's this weapon? An abacus.
Understood.
Indeed.
Good.
Now then. 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 Now then.
Okay. Armored. Yeah, I need 4 of these. Or maybe not. Preferable, at the very least. For the moment, I will get 2 of these.
Yeah.
And that'll be good. I really do love these doors. Okay. With that, tis about time for me to hop off.
What now?
I know it was a bit of a short stream, but thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I'm gonna see if I can't toss this over to someone. Just for someone to... for y'all to, like, go say hi to. I am struggling to keep my eyes open, otherwise I probably would have gone longer. I just under-caffeinated today, that's about it. I had leftover caffeine from yesterday that I tried to finish today, and I was like, oh, this will be enough for today. I was wrong, and that's okay. So, anyone I'm following that I want to toss this to? Let's see. I will toss y'all to Zaranj, who is playing Dredge with someone I have rated in the past. So yeah, I want to play this out. Y'all have a good night, gang. I'll see y'all next time. Remember, stream break is soon, because I'm going to be going to a convention. But I'll be posting pictures in the Discord. Most of you who are here, I would assume, are already in that. If you're not, !Discord. Anyway, see y'all next time.